Greetings, members and friends of Good Samaritan Episcopal Church. I wanted to give you a brief update on several things going on in the life of our congregation this week. First, we have begun the conversation about how to reopen when Phase 3 kicks in. As soon as we hear the date of the Phase 3 start and get more guidance from our bishop, we'll give further information about service times and how specifically we plan to go about holding in-person services. But I did want to let you know that currently we are having conversations around 5 areas related to reopening. The first one is the configuration of the worship space, which you can imagine will be different so that we can maintain social distancing during worship. The second area is program execution. How will we do music? How will we distribute bulletins? How will we enter and exit the building? Sanitation is another component we're looking at. How do we make sure that surfaces, restrooms, and our entire facility is cleaned in an appropriate way between the services and then again when the preschool opens? Obviously, one of the components of the reopening is our preschool, which we're planning to open in July for summer camps. Lisa is getting information from the state health department on this, and we'll be following those guidelines very, very strictly as we contemplate reopening the school in July. And the last area that we're exploring is best practices. What are other churches and organizations doing in our area and in our diocese? We want to learn all we can about how to do this well, how to do it safely, and how to provide an engaging worship experience no matter how we meet. I've said this before and want to let you know that we will not reopen until we feel it's safe and that we are fully prepared to do it well, to do it safely. We'll also be continuing online worship services for the foreseeable future. And I appreciate your patience with us and invite your feedback too. We'll be reaching out to many of you over the next few weeks to get your feedback and input into the reopening process. I also wanted to remind you that during these uncertain days, we are offering prayer every morning and every evening during the week. This evening at 7 o'clock, I'm going to offer a tutorial on how to pray the daily office, as well as how to lead it. And I invite all of you to participate in that. You can get the Zoom information that will be in the email that comes out today. I ask you to join us if you can to learn more about the daily offices and how you can pray those more effectively and knowledgeably. Also, wanted to remind everyone that this Sunday is Reverend Chris's last Sunday with us. She and Rick, as you know, will be leaving us to go to South Carolina. I keep wanting to put her in North Carolina, but she's actually moving to South Carolina, near Columbia, where incidentally is my birthplace. We'll be holding a special Zoom coffee hour to say goodbye to Chris and send her off with her blessings. Rick will be able to join us as well via Zoom, and we'll be able to say goodbye and send our blessings on him as he leaves us as well. I recently ran across the writings of Howard Thurman and wanted to do some more research and reading into his life and as well as his writings. Back in the World War II era, he wrote a series of articles and books addressing the Jesus movement and how the church can be an effective witness to the way of Christ during anxious and uncertain times. One of the things he wrote 77 years ago, actually, is that we can experience a spiritual awakening during this time and find in the present way, even where we are now, a way of life that is worth living. he encouraged his readers and listeners to maintain a faith that can be honestly and intellectually held. I believe we have such a faith. I encourage you in these days to live deeply into it, pray, worship together, take walks, be safe, wash your hands, take care of yourselves, and take care of one another as well. I look forward to hopefully seeing you in worship face to face soon. God bless you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.